How many of you think that you make some pretty good decisions in life?
I think I mean.
I think it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Does anybody have their decisions? They think that like their mood affects their decision making. Maybe it's worse when you're in a bad mood.
Definitely.
Yes. For sure.
I think we could all say that, right?
You see?
Today we're going to talk about
That's
making
why
some
I'm
better decisions, even if we're in a bad mood. Okay. We're going to talk about a decision-making model, right? It's going to help us kind of make some steps. So even if we're in a bad mood, we can turn to those steps and how we can make some better decisions, right? And then we're going to talk about applying that to some real-life stuff that you guys could see in high school. And then we're going to reflect on how personal values and culture influence some of those decisions, right? All right, first thing, I want you guys to take your phones out. I'm giving you permission to do this. Scan that QR code, okay?
This one works. Yes, I'll switch like
Bro.
So, the reason I'm having you do this, you're going to have a thing that's going to pop up, and it's going to say, what was the hardest decision you made this week, okay? I want you guys to think about this. You don't have to share this with anybody. It's anonymous. Don't put your name on it. It's anonymous, okay? And we can kind of look at some of those decisions. I want you to think about for a minute. This could be something that's kind of deeper, right? Or this might be something as simple as like, I didn't know what to order from McDonald's.
My stuff's not working. I don't know why.
Oh, clicky is down at the bottom.
Oh, girl. Wow.
Everybody got that up? All right, I'm going to give you a few minutes to kind of work through that.
That I had to make this
Here,
week.
I'll help you out. I'll give you a few minutes to kind of go through that and write down what you think one of those decisions, hard decisions you made was. Okay? So, let's talk about it a bit. Decision making, right? Some things. What's up? Finding the girl that matches my energy. That's real, right? You might, I know that we all have like relationship issues, especially in high school. You guys got a lot of relationships going on, right? And sometimes you might meet two different people, right? And you're trying to figure out which one can match your energy, match your freak, right?
Oh, what?
Match your freak. But, right? To go to my mom's house or my dad's house, right? That's a real thing, especially if you have split households, right? I had that growing up, and sometimes it's really challenging to figure out where you need to go, right? When you have, I don't know if anybody else deals with it. Who's in a split household here, if you feel comfortable with sharing?
Wait, what?
Divorced parents.
My parents are together.
That can be a real big challenge sometimes. When I have an argument with my dad, right? I gotta make that decision, like, do I want to see him this week or do I want to go to my mom's house, right? And that can be really hard. Not on you, not just on you, but also on your parents. Not going into work because I was sick. That's another one.
Yeah.
What to make dinner even though I didn't want to make anything that'd take more than 40 minutes to make. And going to work. Yeah. These are all very, very applicable and very realistic things that we all face day to day. Thank you guys for sharing. So let's talk a little bit about decision-making models, right? Sometimes, like I said before, these can be decisions like, what am I going to eat for dinner tonight? Or these could be more complicated decisions. Who do I want to date? Who do I might want to go, to live the rest of my life with? These decision-making can be very complicated, okay? So, the five-step decision-making model, right? Number one, identify the decision you have to make, okay? Sometimes that can be more complicated than you think. Some decisions might not be right in front of your face, and you really have to think about it and sit down for a minute, okay? Consider your options. You might have more than one option to choose from, right? It might not be as simple as just saying, oh, this is the obvious decision to make, okay? Weigh the consequences. if you're going to skip class, right, what are the consequences of that? Right? Detention. Making a choice. Okay? You got to make that choice. Honestly, I think that's probably one of the hardest part. You might know what to do, but actually making the first step of making that choice can be really hard sometimes. It can be scary. And it requires a lot of bravery. And then reflecting and learning about that. You might have thought that you picked the right choice at first, and maybe it was the wrong one. Okay? It's important that we, even if we pick the wrong choice sometimes, that we reflect on those things. So, example, okay? Your friend invites you to skip the last period and go get food. But you have a quiz in that class. Let's think about more like exams, okay? Maybe you skip your last exam, okay? To go get food. But you have that exam in that class. Do I skip or stay for the exam? Stay for the exam? But you're really hungry.
Yeah.
Let's say that this is a girl you get a crush on too, who asks you to go get food. Let's make it a little bit more challenging. What do you do?
Me personally, I would skip.
He rated at 12:02. I'm here to take back to.
She doesn't. Can you say that one more time, Jaden? Because that was a good one. I like that. That's some very adult thinking. She doesn't understand the decision you want to make. She's not a person that you really want to be with in the first place. Okay? Consider your options. You could go with your friend, right? You could stay for your class and take your exam, right? Or maybe you could ask your teacher if you could make up that exam later. I guess that's possible. Here's some consequences. Skipping. You might have a lot of fun. Maybe, if you're going out with your crush, that's a chance for you to start a relationship with that person. But you're going to have a 0 on that exam, okay? 2, staying. You're going to be prepared and have a good grade, right? You might have a better grade in that class, okay? Asking to make up the exam. It might work, but what if your teacher says no? Then you're forced to make a decision at the last minute. You don't have a choice in it really at that point, right? Then you make the choice, okay? Let's say you stay for the exam. You value your grades more than skipping once, and you can hang out with your friend or your date later, okay? So, we'll play hot seat in here. Borrow this chair for a second, Cedric. Right away. Right away.
Alright.
Like in your backpack. Ladies, same with you.
My bad.
You guys too.
My TikTok.
I don't know whose phone that is, but what?
That's
Wait, what happened? Your TikTok comment?
Oh, I see.
What you say?
You're good.
I'm sure you are.
All right, hot seats. This is how hot seats gonna work. Okay, we're gonna have one person. There's gonna be a scenario that I will read out. Okay, and then I want you to the person who's sitting in the seat is gonna be the first person to respond. Then everybody else in the class is gonna have the chance to respond or say if they thought that was a good idea or a bad idea. Okay, Cedric, you wanna go first?
Like walking.
You turn your chair.
I like to go.
Everybody gonna go?
Come on in. Hey, have a seat.
Go.
Okay. So, scenario 1. Someone tags you in a TikTok video making fun of another student at your school. Okay? Your friends are all laughing and pressuring you to share it too. You don't want to seem lame, but you also know it could hurt somebody. What do you do?
I do the right thing and not make fun of that person.
You make fun of that person?
No, I said I do the right thing and not make fun
And not make fun of that person. Okay. But what if, like, you could be kind of lame, man. Like, people are not going to want to hang out with you. Maybe you don't get a lot of followers.
It's just an opinion that everybody has. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make me lame if I don't.
Okay.
It's just an opinion.
All right. Everybody else, what do you guys think?
I ain't gonna lie. My freshman answer will probably be like, I will hide the dude from my story and then post it.
Okay.
But like now, I don't even post, so I wouldn't post.
All right. Yeah, that's a good point. You guys think you'd have different answers? Maybe if this was like in 7th grade? You think you'd have a different answer than what you do now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some people don't even have social media. That's true. Okay. What are our decisions that we could have made there?
We could have heard this.
Not to post it, or to post it, right? Okay. And then what are the consequences, Jaden? You just said
Be lame and this one.
you could be lame, right? Might be lame, might seem less cool to your friends, or you could really hurt somebody else's feelings, right? Let's think about the consequences for that person. What could that cause if you hurt their feelings so bad? Depression. Some really negative thoughts, right?
Suicide.
That's a potential thought too, right? There's some really negative thoughts. So,
I'll go back to my seat.
thank you, Cedric. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Joanna, come have a seat. Hot seat. Hot seat. All right. Your parents want you to take all honors classes because they believe it will help you get into a good college. But you want to take an art or a music elective because that's what you're passionate about, okay? How do you decide what classes to take next year?
I would try to talk to my parents about what I want to do. This is my dream to go into art or music classes that are taking all of these classes.
Okay. So one decision is you can talk to your parents and try to convince them. What's another decision you can make?
Like a bad decision. It's doing whatever I want to do and not listen to my parents.
Yeah, so one, you can talk to your parents about it. You could also just sign up for the classes on your own. Maybe your parents don't even look at what class you're signed up for, and you can just do it if you want, right? Okay? In the end, it's your decision, right?
Also, there's also fact if
Give me 1 second. I want her to finish real quick first. What are the consequences of you talking to your parents about it? What will be a consequence of that?
They might listen, but they might not.
They might not listen to you, right? They might just say, sorry. What's the consequence of you signing up for your class without telling your parents?
I can get grounded or a really bad trouble if they fall.
Very good point. You can get grounded, or you can get in a lot of trouble, right? All right, everybody. What do you guys all think? What would be a good decision?
I would get emancipated and do whatever I want.
You do whatever you want. It's your life. You can choose what classes you want to do. Okay.
I mean, if she's smart enough to have all the classes be honor classes, then her take on she was only her, it wouldn't make much of a difference college-wise. It would just for what do you call it? Application, right? Application. It would just look a little bit better. You're already doing well to do all.
Okay. Good point. All right. Yeah, you might want to do it that way. That's a good way to think about it too. Okay. Anybody else? What do you think?
I thought I would just pick my own class on my own.
You pick it on your own, right? Okay.
I don't think it's any of your mom's like authority. Like she can't tell you the class to take. Cause like, what if you're not smart enough to take them classes, or like you feel like you can't take them, and then instead of taking that one class to like let's stress off, like you fail every single class because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Interesting.
so much stress, like you don't want to do nothing anymore.
But your parents really want you to get into good school, and they're like, if you don't, you might not get into good school. After all, maybe your parent went to college, or maybe your parent has lived more life than you, so they think they know better. Right?
Yeah, I want her bachelor's degree.
She's got her bachelor's degree, so she's been through it before. So she's like, hey, this is what I wish I would have done. So
Yeah, all A's. Like she was 4.0 student, and she
So
was
she's pretty good.
like that, but I don't think
okay, all right.
not for me. I'd rather get a business.
So how did she find out that that wasn't you?
She still had to figure it out. I've been telling her like school is not for me. Like she see I make my money the way I make my money and stuff. Like I make it a lot of money, but like she don't get high school diploma at least. So I was just trying to get the high school diploma, but that's not my schooling for me. I'm not going to college.
So it sounds like the main thing is just communicating, right? Making sure that you're being communicative. Okay, nice. All right. I think we'll have time for maybe one more scenario. Anybody? You want to do it? Yeah, come on up. All right.
Those are ninja weapons.
All right. We can either do basketball, cultural, or racism, or we could do drugs. Which one you want to do?
Drugs.
All right, let's do drugs. Okay. You're at a friend's house after school, and a group of students you hang out with starts smoking weed. They offer it to you and say, "Come on, it's not that big of a deal, man. Everyone here does it." You don't want to seem lame or risk losing your friends, but you also know that you can get in trouble at school with your parents or even with the law. What do you do, Jaden?
What I always do, and I grab it. No, I'm not kidding. But, I think I would just tell him no, thank you, and walk away.
No, thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
yeah, that's it.
What are your decisions there? One, you already said one.
Do it,
You would do it, right?
or you don't do it.
Or you don't do it. Say, no, thank you. Walk away. Okay? What are the consequences of doing it? What are the consequences?
In trouble with the law or your parents.
Yeah, you can get in trouble with the law. You can get pulled over. Also, guys, you're under 18. Your brains are still developing, right? That could have some serious consequences on your brain. Memory loss. A lot of different stuff. Okay? What about, what are the consequences? What are the consequences if you say, no, thank you, I'm good?
You just seem lame.
Seem
Or
lame?
like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't gonna lie. If you seem lame for not smoking, like that's your choice. They're not the friends you want. Like for real. Like,
They're not the friends you
gotta
want.
peep little things. If they want you to be just like them, they're not friends you want.
Yeah. Be yourself. Be your own person. I like that, Jane. Thank you. Appreciate it. Jane, you're good. You can go sit down if you want. All right, everybody. What do you think? What do you guys think? What does everybody think?
I right away say no.
Okay. You say no. You say no. That's not me.
Think I'm lame or not.
Okay. Doesn't care about it whether they think lame or not. What if they're like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna tell your girlfriend that you didn't do it.
If the girlfriend cares, then she not for you.
It's not for you. Okay. I like that. Independent mindset. I like that. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think it shouldn't matter what you think about what you do with somebody.
All right.
Things like I can get mad at them for not, having a gun or something. Like,
Mhm.
like you can find little things that's gonna make them mad.
Okay. All right, real quick. We're gonna watch this video real quick.
So choose well. Choose responsibility. I choose responsibility. And choose self-discipline. So you can take the remote control of your own life the best you can be. That makes sense. Say, oh yeah.
Oh no.
All right, so he brought up a couple good points, right? We talked a little bit about self-control and making decisions, right? Going through that 5-step decision-making model to help us make some good decisions. He also talked about having self-discipline to know what the good decision-making is, right? Taking that minute, breathing. Maybe you guys are going to use a strategy to kind of calm yourself down before you make a decision, right? Especially if you're heated or upset. Somebody says something to you, right? Might not be in the best mind space to make those good decisions. So having some self-control, some discipline to do that will help you, right? He also brought up a good point. You guys think if you demonstrate to your parents or somebody, well, all of us kind of raise their hand and say they want more responsibility at home. They want more control of their own decision making, correct? Right? Everybody wants to make their own decisions, right? They don't want parents telling them what to do. You want people telling you what to do?
No, but I don't want to make my own decisions.
You don't want to make your own decisions?
Yeah, but then that means I'm getting old.
Want to stay young. Okay. That's a good way to think about it. But one day, right? Eventually, you're going to have to make some of your own decisions. It's part of growing up, right? So, if we continue to make some good choices, right? We go through that 5-step decision-making model, make good choices. Do you think you're going to have the more ability to start making some more of your own decisions with your parent because they trust you because you're making good decisions? Yeah, right? So, all right. Real quickly, okay? I'm going to hand you guys this, and it talks about identifying the decision, right? I want you guys to think about a decision that you've made, right? Maybe you put it on the board at the beginning of the class. Or maybe you, this is something that's been on your mind for a little while. I want you guys to write down a decision that you want to make, or you're trying to make, right? I want you to consider at least 3 choices that you could make for that decision, right? I want you to weigh the consequences.
What's the name of them?
Positive and negatives, okay? And then I want you to talk about which decision you guys think is the best, okay?
I thought she was telling me
Then we're gonna do a little reflection afterwards, okay? Yeah.
do I want to go to work tomorrow? That's my decision.
As of right now, or
Ben, what are the consequences of that decision?
If
Or
I don't,
what are your decisions that you want that you could make there?
what do you mean if I don't go?
Don't go.
If I
Or you
don't
do
go,
go.
if I don't go, I can go home and do my homework early.
Or what's the third decision?
Um,
You go, you don't go, or you could
do both. I don't know. Go to work, then go home and do my homework.
go to work, maybe say, hey, I have a lot of homework to do. Could I leave a little bit early today?
You right. You right. Okay. Okay.
Or you call in, say, sorry, I have a lot of homework to do, right? I can't come to work today.
Yeah.
So I guess they're... Who is comfortable enough with sharing about it? Go ahead. What do you got, Jaden?
My decision is to save $100 a week or save $50 a week.
Okay. What are the... Can you come up with like 3 decisions for that?
Save $100 a week is one.
Okay.
$50 a week is 2. And then the third one is go in the middle and save 75.
Okay. All right. Nice. What are the consequences of decision 1 of saving $100 a week?
It's more money saved, but it's less money to spend.
Yes. Okay, good point, right? You might not have that much money to spend, but you're saving a lot more, right? That builds up over time. Okay.
Option 2 is less money saved, but more money to spend.
Right.
And then option 3 is more money saved and less money to spend.
Yeah, you're kind of right in the middle there. All right. Good point. Okay. You picked option 3.
Either 3 or 1.
3 or 1?
Actually, I'm saying 1.
You say 1? You want to save more money?
Yeah, save it.
Okay. Nice. Nice. What did you notice thinking through that decision? Was that an easy decision to make?
Yes, and it kind of depends on your financial situation. Like,
Yeah.
if you're only getting $130 a week from your job, I think you'd rather save $50 than $100 because you only got that 30 instead of the 80.
You got that calculator in that brain thinking about what's that budget going to be like? What am I going to have enough to go to the movies this weekend? I want to take my date out. You got to think about those things. Good point. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else want to share?
Going to college, not going to college. Period.
That's a deep one. What are our 3 choices there, right? Go to college.
Go to college, not go, or go into something else.
Like do like trades, or maybe you want to do like a associate's degree, like a 2-year degree instead of a 4-year degree. That's a good point. What are the consequences you think of those decisions?
Not being satisfied.
Which
in my work.
with which one? College?
Oh no! With going to college, being stressed, worried about college debt,
Money, all that money.
tuition, housing, all that.
What's the positive of that?
Stressed. Learning more about something that actually interests you.
Yeah, you might get to gain knowledge. Knowledge is a powerful tool in life, right? What about if you don't go to college? What's the consequences of that?
You might be stuck with something that isn't financially stable.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
might be stressed. Depressed every day because you work somewhere that you're not satisfied with. You're not happy when you go to work. And then, yeah.
Okay. All right. What about like trade school?
You asked me what about if I was to go?
Yeah. What if you go to like a
Oh.
trade or do like something else?
You get into your career quicker.
Yeah.
The money come faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think you're gonna do?
I don't know because going to school, going to college, it's just another 4 years of this to me. That's
Okay.
how I look at it. But I wouldn't go into a trade because I feel like I'm a girl. What am I going to a trade for? But I know I'm not gonna. I don't want to fix somebody electrician. I don't want to no electricity, no air conditioning. I don't want to do
Ain't those
that.
like
Have you-
blue collar jobs?
Yeah, blue collar trade jobs. Yeah. Have you thought about maybe taking like a year off
A leap
after
year,
high
no.
school?
I'm gonna get lazy. And I'm not
No,
gonna
for
wanna
right.
go.
If I do a leap year, I ain't going
I'm
to
not
college.
So you think it's either college or no
Or
college?
no college.
That's
at
it.
all. It's either go now or don't go.
I'm gonna get too
Okay.
used to the life I've been living for a
All
little
right,
year.
that might be something to think about with that mindset too. Like think about how do you keep yourself busy in a year that maybe you could potentially want to go back, or finding something now,
I don't
do
know.
some research to figure out what you want to do.
I said,
like it.
I don't know.
Cool. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Last thing I'd like you to do on the back is just do a quick little reflection. Talk about one thing you learned today.